subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
Namaste, konnichiwa. Welcome to the Nupur Tewari Show. And today we have very special guest as well. And he is Mr. Kazumasa Kuboki. And he has long career with India. So let me just tell you, he joined Mitsubishi Corporation at 1971 to 2000. He worked for Mitsubishi Corporation. From 1978 to 81, he was a representative of Calcutta Liaison Office for Mitsubishi Corporation. April 2000, June to 2003, Director, Indo Business Center. September 2003, Senior Investment Advisor, Jetro, Bangalore. June 2006, Director General, Jetro, Bangalore. April 2010, Head Japan Desk, JCSS Consulting Private Limited. March 2020, President, India Research Institute Private Limited. Kuboki-san, the Nupur Tewari Show e yokoso.
はい、どうもありがとうございます。今日はお招きいただきましてありがとうございます。
Arigatou gozaimasu. So this show is called Let's Talk Business. So let's talk business.
Okay, fine.
So Kuboki-san, I can see that you started your life with the studying Hindi in Tokyo University.
Tokyo University of Foreign Studies.
Foreign studies. So you'd love to know.
In short, yeah.
So we'd love to know what made you do that, why you were attracted to Hindi.
Okay, I'll tell you. When I was a small kid, in very old Japan, there's a circus group moving around in Japan. So I was born in a small city called Sawara in Chiba Prefecture. The circus group visited to show their play. And then at that time, I had a chance to be put on the shoulder of Indian elephant. So then I was scared, but finally I was put on somebody helped me to put on the shoulder of elephant.
Elephant.
It was amazing experience. So it is very sticky, very
emotional.
So then after that, I was told that there is a elephant from India. This is my first experience in India. So then later stage, my mother was chanting in the Buddha, how do you say, the mantra?
Mantra, yes.
Every morning. So that is the, later I learned that what she is chanting is the Hridaya Sutra. Yeah, it's a very good sutra, very short, but good to remember. So that also made me attracted to India. So these two major experience, I decided to select Hindi in the Tokyo University of Foreign Studies. Of course, at that time, I don't know how the India is like or how the Hindi is like. I have no idea. But anyway, I was keen to join this department.
So you, from 78, you started going to India for Mitsubishi Corporation.
Yes, later. Yeah.
Later. So before that, have you visited India before that, before 78?
Of course. while I was in the university, I started learning Hindi. So then I worked so enthusiastically because I passed the exam. No running, so straight I got the entrance passed. So then I learned Hindi very enthusiastically. Then maybe the professor, Hindi professor, advised me, okay, Kuboki, come. There's a chance for you to go to India to learn Hindi. There's a test examination to get scholarship of Indian government. So that is a scholarship from the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, ICCR.
ICCR. Mm-hmm.
Then luckily I passed that exam. Then I had a chance to go to Delhi, India. So I was assigned, I was put in the Delhi University. There's a department, Hindi department,
Yes.
what they call diploma course of Hindi, where the all in non-Hindi students are learning Hindi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how many years did you?
That is the start of my experience directly with India.
From Chiva to India, from Tokyo University to India, Delhi.
Yeah.
So how was the first experience?
It's very interesting. It is just 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
but all the friends, foreign, first experience is to stay in the dormitory because the ICCR people could not arrange my dormitory. So I just I was put in some dormitory for the senior student or PhD or masters, this dormitory I was put. So they told me that sooner or later you need to find out your own place to live. You have to leave this dormitory. It is not for the BS student. But this is the first experience, and then I try to find out a suitable place. It's very difficult for me to. I started in renting this small apartment, but it couldn't last long because.
So which year was that?
1968.
Okay, 1968.
1960.
懐かしいでしょ?
懐かしいですよ. Whenever I go to Delhi, I try to visit my old Delhi University or the dormitory. Finally, I got a dormitory, what is called International Student House in Mall Road. So I enjoyed my student life.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So when you left for India and before that, how many years did you study Hindi?
Before going to Delhi?
Before going to Delhi?
2 years.
2 years.
One and a half.
One and a half. So were you fluent?
In the university.
Okay.
So of course, it's not fluent.
That I was wondering. Yeah.
I just I started studying Hindi grammar.
व्याकरण, yes, grammar, व्याकरण. आजकल कोई व्याकरण बोलते ही नहीं है. बहुत दिनों के बाद कोई जापानीज के मुंह से व्याकरण सुनने को मिला, जो आजकल भारत में भी कोई नहीं बोलते.
क्योंकि मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं मालूम है ये लोकल हिंदी है या व्याकरण या क्लास they said book class
हम्म,
हिंदी bookish हिंदी I don't
हम्म।
find any difference.
नहीं
So
नहीं,
when I
मुझे
was
तो ये तो शुद्ध हिंदी है, व्याकरण। हाँ. So this is actually for the viewers. I would like to say this is Kubuki-san speaks 3 languages. Definitely, you can totally figure it out that he speaks Japanese, that is his native language, and English, and he is fluent in Hindi. So we are speaking in 3 languages today, and that is really fun. So
yeah
so how
yeah
long did it take to be a fluent Hindi speaker?
how long did I spend
And how long did it take? Nanin kan kakata.
I don't think I'm a fluent. I'm fluent in Hindi even now. I'm just struggling. Suppose I listen to the NHK International
Mhm. Hindi.
Hindi सेवा
Uh-huh.
तो रोज सुबह मैं हिंदी समाचार को सुनता हूँ
Mhm.
लेकिन ये बहुत कठिन है ये फॉलो अप क्योंकि ये जो बोलते हैं
Uh-huh.
वो हिंदी और वेरी डिफिकल्ट हिंदी वर्ड सो एवरी टाइम आई हैव टू चेक व्हाट इज दिस मीनिंग लाइक दैट सो आई नीड सम टीचर
चलिए आज से हम लोग हिंदी में बात करेंगे जब भी बात करेंगे. So for the viewers, I would like to say those who really don't understand Hindi, like Kubuki-san said, like he's very humble. He's saying, I'm still not a fluent Hindi speaker, and he definitely, he listens to Hindi news in NHK Hindi Seva, and he finds few words are very difficult, and
very good
just
practice.
yeah.
Very good practice.
So, but this is your humbleness, actually. You are being humble, nothing else. And I know you are so good at Hindi because when you wished me that before Diwali, that today's Narak Chaturdashi.
Oh, Narak Chaturdashi.
That is before Diwali. Actually,
Okay.
yeah, that is something very, I was like, wow, you know about Narak Chaturdashi. I was really very much impressed that today's generation, even India, people really don't, especially the young people, they don't know about Narak Chaturdashi. So
But when you go to Karnataka,
yes,
Karnataka language, Kannada is
yes,
very pure, derived from Hindi, no, Sanskrit.
Sanskrit, yes, yes.
Yes, so they use very genuine or authentic Sanskrit word in many places. Yeah, while
Exactly.
Hindi people mixed with the Urdu or
Urdu.
Hindustani like that. Yeah.
Yes, that's
Mm.
true. That's true. Even in Bengal also, we say Narak Chaturdashi.
Oh, okay.
So yes, so that's why I was really amazed. Like, wow, Narak Chaturdashi. So now we would love to know about your career and your definitely it was your Hindi related relation with India. Now we would love to know your working relation with India. How was it?
Yeah. So after spending my 1 year in India, in the Delhi University, I traveled a lot all over India and making a good friend, Indian friend. I met Indian friends in the UP or Bangalore. Even now, I have contact with them. Yeah, and communicate very frequently. So then I joined. I came back and I graduated university and then joined Mitsubishi Corporation because I just keep contact with India. So, but luckily I got an entrance. I got the employment of Mitsubishi Corporation, and then they asked me, "Where do you work in the department?" So the many places like steel or natural gas or iron ore or many items Mitsubishi Corporation is handling. But I am frankly speaking, I'm very interested in doing the business with India. So I just wanted, I told the personal department that I want to work for India. Then I got assignment, some coordination department. It's called marketing and coordination. And then I got assignment of India, luckily. First of all, I got assignment with Africa, but 1 year later, because I had some knowledge about India after spending 1 year in Delhi, so I got assignment of Indian desk. So it is my career started with India in the business field.
In business field, okay. So so when as a student, it was different. When you started your working life in business field, as an Mitsubishi Corporation's employee. So how was it? Did you find any problems or any difficulties which you thought like, oh, I really don't want to work with India, or this is our working culture is very different? Did you find any kind of difficulties?
Not exactly. Not exactly, but many people in a company also facing, of course, anywhere in the world have some problems. So they used to tell me that how difficult to do the business with India like that. But luckily I have not directly involved when I just joined the in Mitsubishi. But I came to know that the Mitsubishi has a great long history with India. So that is my luck, because there are many senior people who helped Subhash Chandra Bose.
Yes.
Because he came to Japan to get the support of India, Japanese government to make India independent. So that's a long history. So that time also, many people worked for Chandra Bose. And then Chandra Bose facilitated every Japanese. Even at that time, the Prime Minister, Tojo, first, he refused to meet even Chandra Bose. But once he met Chandra Bose, he was so fascinated with the strong characteristic of Chandra Bose. So he decided, okay, we have to help India to independent. We support like that. So many people help him. So there are so many alumni people who worked for them, for Chandra Bose. There are several people working in my department. It was my luck. He used starting tell me that I worked for Chandra Bose like that. So then I come to know what is the history between India and Japan. So now today it's not no time, but if you know the relationship, so that is why even we developed a good relationship between India and Japan, and even today. So it started from, say, after Meiji Restoration, I can say there's a person called Tenshin Okamura, and then he realized that we should Asian people should get united. So the old Asia should be independent from the other imperialistic countries like British, like Dutch or Spain, like that. So then he visited India and met Rabindranath Tagore. So then Mr. Tagore visited Japan. So the relationship started from that time. Yeah, so it's a long history, but we should learn.
Definitely, we should definitely learn, because today's generation, they are just they should know about these two countries' history and how
Yeah.
deep our history, how deep we are connected, not only for the Buddhism, because um, even when I came here, I lived in Matsuyama, I lived in Kitakyushu, many places. So
Many
when I
places.
met like 80s, 90s, Oji-chan, Oba-chan, they used to say Tenjiku, like
Yeah.
so heaven, India. Oh, you're from India, so you came from heaven, kind of,
Yeah.
So it's kind of that kind of thing I used to hear. So definitely today's generation, especially both the countries' generation, they should know about our
Yes.
connection.
That is
Yes.
also we should know how Buddhists came to Japan,
Mhm.
or how the goddess from of Indian goddess came to Japan, and still they are alive in Japan. You know it.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then the language or the vocabulary also originated from Indian language, lots of things. So, but
Yes.
we don't know, even Japanese now don't know, but I can tell them.
Yes.
So when I tell the origin of this vocabulary, it is from India, then many Japanese get astonished, surprised. Oh, this is originally from
From
India.
India. So,
Like,
Kubuki-san,
yeah.
today, can you say one word, one Japanese word which came from India?
Of course, お世話になります。世話 is
It's
from India.
Sanskrit.
Yeah,
Sanskrit.
Sanskrit. Seva is from Sanskrit. But now we use it. お世話になります。お世話様です。It's one of the example. Lots of things. Or Danna. Danna is the husband, you call it.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Danna is originated from Dena. Give. Yeah. So Danna also there.
Wow.
Yeah. Many things. Or Noruka Soruka.
Noruka Soruka. Hi, hi.
Noruka Soruka originally from Naraka Swaruga.
Oh, so nano.
Naraka Swaruga came to Japan and become Noruka Soruka. So
For the viewers, I'd like to say that you can
lots of items in Japan, in Japanese language.
Yes.
So we come to know, oh, this is from originally came from India. Then some intimacy feeling we get arise. Oh, this is from India, like that. So this is really important. Yeah.
Very important,
China
exactly.
also, a lot of things came from China. If we share this cultural commonality, then the relationship of both countries get intimate, cordial.
Exactly, exactly. So maybe, next time maybe we should do one session only on that.
Okay.
What came from from India to Japan, and actually people should know about it, because really,
Yeah. So
both countries people, we have zero knowledge.
Buddhism,
Yes.
language, goddess, and then Rabindranath Tagore or Chandra Bose.
Yes, and Swami Vivekananda also came.
Vivekanand.
Yes.
Then this Justice Pal.
Justice Pal. Yes, that's right, Justice Pal. So yes, this is the actually and it is very sad that when it comes to Justice Pal, very few Indian knows about him. Very few. Yeah.
But
So
Justice Pal is so courageous. He's supported Japan, and then this in Tokyo Tribunal, Far East Tribunal is wrong. Right? He dared to mention.
exactly.
But we should not forget about it. Yeah.
So I paid tribute to Justice Paul this year on our 75th Independence Day, August 15th. Yes, I went to Yasukuni Shrine to pray. Yes. there. So we are going back to your business life. So
Yep.
what are the main thing that you found difficult in India and or easy in India, like during your working life?
No, you're talking about asking me difficulty with the Indian people in the field of business.
Field of business, yes.
Oh,
The difficult thing and the easy thing, like you felt like, oh, I'm most comfortable.
Yeah, business is because that time mainly we don't have much investment, so we don't have much investment, so we just trade. So trade is, for example, easy to some extent because if they negotiate the price, and then of course the negotiation is very hard. So once they reach the agreement, then fine. That is one aspect, but there is other items which is speculation is there. So if the price is moving heavily up and down, then it's very tough. If even though we have a contract, one chemical item, they are interested, they sign the agreement, and then items, goods are ready to export. While doing so, the market crashed. Then market crash, then they don't open the letter of credit. It's one of the method of payment. They don't, they are backing out. So it's just easy to cancel the contract. Once it happens, it's very tough to go there to request them to honor the contract. But many people, like in bazaar, so when I was in Calcutta, so then I rushed to the buyer in the market and request them to honor the contract like that. That time also, I used Hindi as much as possible. Then that helped me. Oh, Kuboki speaks Hindi, so hamari baat. It helped me to keep the contract alive. So that is a good memory for that.
Exactly. Kubuki-san, which place in India did you enjoy the most?
Now I tell you right now?
Yes.
Also, when I was a student in Delhi or UP, that area, because of my friend there. But in now, after joining Mitsubishi, then Bangladesh and Kolkata. I had a chance to visit to Dhaka. My first trip overseas from Mitsubishi is to Dhaka. I spent in Dhaka for 6 months. Then I next assignment is Kolkata. So I spent in Bengal area. そうですね。カルカッタのところは、まず最初はBangladesh in Dhaka for 6 months, and then later Kolkata for 6 months again. So I spent 2 places each 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, but later, because 6 months in Kolkata, it is because of the change of the head GM of the Kolkata office.
Okay.
She got sick suddenly, so he had to come back. So no Japanese. So I was assigned, Kuboki, you go to Kolkata and then take care of the office until the new GM is assigned.
Okay.
So it took almost 6 months.
Okay.
I spent till I received the new GM. Then I came back to Japan.
Okay. You came back to
Yeah,
Japan.
yeah.
Okay.
But later, and there's another story that new GM worked so hardly to get business. So because at that time, Kolkata is a small office and the only single Japanese expert is there with other Indian people, local people. But new GM worked so hard and increased the volume of business. So he demanded to headquarters that I need one more Japanese to be posted in Kolkata. That time he named Kuboki. So he requested headquarters, okay, send Kuboki again. I need his
Assistance. Yeah.
assistant. So then finally I got assignment in Calcutta and I spent 3 years. So
Okay.
this is another experience in the Bengal area.
Yeah.
I found in Dhaka that similarity of Bengali and Hindi. Oh, so similar each language.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Many
So,
words are same.
yeah, many so. So then I start learning Bengali in Dhaka. But the pronunciation is a bit different because
Yes.
in Dhaka they use a lot of Urdu word.
So this.
So ki kobor.
Yes.
While in Dhaka is not ki kobor, kemono-chen. How are you? But in Bangladesh, they say ki kobor.
Yes, কি খবর কেমন আছেন? হ্যাঁ। So it's like in Bengali it is like we say snan or chan. In Bangladesh they say gosol. And they have many Urdu words, words.
But
in
it's
Bengali.
very interesting to know Bangladesh people. So I got good experience both Dhaka and then Kolkata.
Yeah, that's really, I think even for an Indian, it is very difficult to have so many experiences. Like you stayed Delhi, Bengal, then Karnataka, so many
Karnataka,
places.
And then later, and then I came back to Japan after serving 3.5 years in Kolkata. Then I resigned Mitsubishi because then I had a chance to apply for the post of investment advisor of Jetro in Bangalore. Then luckily I was selected as an investment advisor. In 2003, I came to Bangalore. While I was a student of Delhi University. That time also I took leave and visit Bangalore in 1969.
1969 में आप गए थे. Okay.
Yeah, so it's my second visit to Bangalore at time.
Yeah.
So
and
that is the from 2003 to 2020, almost 16 years I spent.
Never-ending relation with India.
Yeah.
Right. So I think you were an Indian in your previous life.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe, yeah. So, so for the viewers, definitely, we would love to bring Kubuki-san again for more business knowledge. Today, we're just introducing about culture between
Okay,
two
yeah, that is
countries.
my.
Yeah. So, but we cannot let him go without a Hindi song. So, we'd love to request Kubuki-san to sing a Hindi song.
Okay.
Definitely.
So the Hindi song, which I learned when I was a student,
Mhm,
my friend, Mr. Malsin,
mhm.
staying in Lucknow, he taught me this Hindi song. So I learned more songs, but this song is very interesting, short, but very good or vivid
Meaning, lyric.
yeah,
Yeah.
lyrics. That's
Okay.
right. Okay, so let me check, get ready. This is the song. It's a film from title called Paro-san.
Parosan. Okay.
Paro-san. So the music title of song is Mere Samne Wali
Khirki
Khirki.
mein. Oh, the Sunil Dutt, Kishore Kumar.
Kishore Kumar. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So just wait a moment. Okay, I'll sing. Oh, मेरे सामने वाली खिड़की में एक चांद सा टुकड़ा रहता है मेरे सामने वाली खिड़की में एक चांद का टुकड़ा रहता है अफसोस है कि वो हमसे कुछ उखड़ा उखड़ा रहता है मेरे सामने वाली खिड़की में एक चांद का टुकड़ा रहता है जिस रोज से देखा है उसको हम क्षमा जलाना भूल गए दिल थाम कैसे बैठे कहीं आना जाना भूल गए अब आठ पहली आंखों में वो चंचल मुखरा रहता है मेरे सामने वाली खिड़की में एक चांद का टुकड़ा रहता है बरसात भी आकर चली गई बादल भी गरज कर बरस गए बरसात भी आकर चली गई बादल भी गरज कर बरस गए पर उसकी एक झलक को हम हुस्न के मालिक तरस गए कब प्यास बुझेगी आंखों की दिन रात ये दुखड़ा रहता है मेरे सामने वाली खिड़की में एक चांद का टुकड़ा रहता है अफसोस है कि वो हमसे कुछ उखड़ा उखड़ा रहता है मेरे सामने वाली खिड़की में एक चांद का टुकड़ा रहता है
बहुत बहुत बढ़िया खूब सुंदर
Thank you.
Excellent. Wow, sugoi
आपको
Koki-san.
पसंद आया?
बहुत पसंद आया。そしたらね、私たちいつかカラオケ行きましょう。
はい。インディのカラオケがあるかしらね。
多分ないと思うけどね、日本では。そうそうそう。So, wow, that's, and viewers, this is so amazing, right? A Japanese is singing Hindi song. And that is,
Hindi song, yeah.
yes.
And when I was in Kolkata, Bangalore,
Mhm.
I also studied Kannada because I make a point to learn the local language, starting from Hindi, Bengali, and while in
Canada.
Canada is Kannada is a
Yes.
state language.
Yes.
So,
State language. Yes.
Of course,
yes.
it's not so good at my level, but I also interested in singing Kannada song.
Wow.
So every once a year we have a cultural festival India Japan introducing Japanese culture to Indian people. This is what we call Japan Habba.
Oh
Habba
yes, I have heard about it. Happa. Leaf.
Yeah, it's not the Happa. It's not Habba.
Happa. Okay.
Habba is the Kannada term. It's a festival.
Happa janai ne?
Happa janai. Habba.
Wakarimashita.
So that I make it a point to sing a new Kannada song every time. So I can accumulate lots of Kannada song. And then sometime when I went to Chennai, I also studied Tamil. So I had a chance to learn Tamil song also. They invited me to sing Tamil song in Chennai like that. But majority is a Kannada song.
Okay.
Followed by,
but I think our viewers would love to know more songs that which you know. They would love to hear more songs from you. So maybe in our next interview, we will be starting with your song. Then business talk.
Yeah.
Definitely. So Kuboki-san, 本当に今日はありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。またお会いしましょう。
またよろしくお願いします。Because viewers would love to know many things because the Japanese experience, the Indian experience, both you're so rich that we have to learn a lot of things from you. So please come back again and we would love to learn a lot of things from you.
Next week onward, I'll visit India again. So after come back, maybe have a chance to.
Yeah, and definitely we'd love to have you here again. So thank you so much. 今日は本当にありがとうございました。お世話になりました。Thank you. Namaste. おやすみ。
失礼します。
धन्यवाद.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.